Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In tonight's matchup, BC Olimpi Tbilisi is hosting Vahakni City. Let me introduce you to the lineups of the teams. Vahakni City. Number 0, Ty Hawkins. Number 1, the captain of the team, Kenneth Miller. Number 5, Alberto Devosian. Number 8, Varant Mosesian. Number 9, Hago Basmarian. Number 10, Aston Morton. Number 22, Pavel Khreptov. Number 23, Kirtland Martin. Number 24, Bagrat Mikhailian. And number 25, Polisai Mekanowachi. The head coach of Vahakni City is Vartan Khachaturian. BC Olimpi Tbilisi. Number 0, Andrew Caucasus. Number 1, Sandro Casaburi. Number 7, Luca Liklikadze. Number 13, Georgi Mezrovishvili. Number 14, Andrea Tsertsvadze. Number 17, Nikai Medaishvili. Number 21, Saba Sharvashidze. Number 22, Vladimir Tavakarashvili. Number 33, the captain of the team, Luka Kalatozishvili. Number 34, Linton Aslizi. And number 37, Saba Narimanidze. The head coach of the team, David Rogava, assistant coach, Kachaber Tomaradze. The game will be officiated by the crew chief, Hamlet Arakelian, umpires, Drastamat Munatian, David Panosian, the commissioner of the game, Melik Santosian.
We are back for the nightcap.
Good evening, guys. We're back for the BC Olimpi Vahakni City game. And the starting lineups for the teams, it's Albert Tadevosyan, Kenneth Miller, Aston, Olisam Mecca and Pasha for Vahakni City. And in BC Olimpi, there's Linton, who's going all the way, but his shot is blocked by Alisa. With him to go, there's the captain of the team this time, Luka, number 7, the other Luka Ligakidze, number 0, Andrew Caucasus, and number 10 for Vladimir.
And Pasha launches the first 3 of the game for Vahakni City, and it's off the mark, and the rebound goes to Vlad. So last night, Olimpi won a very tight game, 89-80 with BC-DC. It was much closer than the 9-point game that it ended up with. It was within 1 point going into the final couple minutes. Vahakni City coming off a win against the Supersonics a few days ago. So both teams on a little small winning streak during the season. So Tadevosyan has the ball and he throws it out to Aston Morton for 3, and it's no good, and Linton is going to come away with a rebound.
And they got a little push from Alisa, but nothing was called, and Andrew is on the 3-point line, guarded by Albert. A lot of people may think that Albert Tadevosyan is weak on defense, but it's just a thought, and he's really aggressive, really fast, while Vlad misses a 3, and rebound comes to Kenneth Miller.
Aston Morton might have got away with a push, but he finds Albert in the corner for 3, and it rattles in and out.
Unlucky miss by Tadevosyan. And again, Andrew guarded by Aston this time. Vlad
puts it up and in.
Makes the first 2 points of the game.
So the 3 main scores for Olimpi last night was obviously Drew Caucasus. He was the star in the second half that led Olimpi past BCDC. But also Linton came on strong in the final few minutes. And obviously Vlad had a lot of 3s there in the first half.
And a lot of times, thus, when players who played here last year miss some kind of shots, I always tell the guys who's watching the games that this is a very rare miss by this player or that player. But about KJ, the floater that they miss long, it's not rare, because we saw during the last 2 games, he has technically missed all of the floaters. And he needs to shoot him short, but he always goes up long.
But luckily for him, Alisa, who's been a monster on the glass over the last year, got the rebound and got fouled. And it was on number 34, Linton, so an early foul for the American for Olimpi. As Nawachi goes 1 of 2 from the line, it's 2-1. Cuxhausen has the ball at the top of the key, and he's going to give it to Linton, who throws it down to Luka.
The captain is pushing. Alisa goes to the other side. Great lay-in.
I mean, that's just more of that methodical play that we've been talking about from these Georgian Super League teams. You know, they have, more experience together and more history, and they probably have a lot more practices under their belt as their season in the Super League has been underway now for a few weeks.
Great fade by Kenneth, but better defense by Olimpi. He missed it. Aston comes with a long rebound. And the coach of BC Olimpi is not very happy with the box out of this team. Alisa has it on the mid-range. Missed it. Rebound goes to Luka Ligakidze.
I don't think Luka played last night. I don't remember
I don't
seeing.
recall it too yet.
I don't see him. And it's going to be an offensive foul on number 33, the captain, Luka. And Albert Tadevosyan drawled the charge. So Vahakni City still trails 4-1. The ball's inbounded to Miller, and he gets it back to Aston Morton. And Luka, new Luka. We had old and new Georgie earlier today. It looks like we're going to have new and old Luka tonight. But KJ gets down in the lane. He fires it to Tadevosyan, who finds Morton in the mid-range. He's going to attack. He's going to put it up with the right hand. He gets his own rebound. Out to Miller. Miller for 3. It's good! KJ Miller with the 3. So it's 4-4 with 6 minutes to go here in the first. Luka is going to be guarded by KJ. Screen coming from Linton. Caucasus for three. No good. Rebound out of nowhere. Luka came out of nowhere to get that offensive rebound. And now the ball's great pass by Caucasus, and he finds Luka, rewards him with a layup.
This is the today's morning's game when we talk not Luka Doncic. So number 7 of Olimpi, not Luka Kalotezishvili.
Yes.
Yeah. And that was not a good pass. So running Vlad on the transition, and Vlad is not happy with the pass. The coach of Vahakni City already hitting up, telling the guys what to do, and Pasha,
Pasha for three. So Vahakni City with the first lead of the game at 7-6. So far the Super League teams are 3-0 here in Armenia, with Berjani Delta defeating the Mad Foxes, and New Bayazet this morning, Olimpi on BCDC last night, and Luka with the move on Olisa Mekanwachi down on the block. He's showing that he can score with the best of them.
Yeah, well, Olisa was playing good defense, but Luka played better offense, and Olisa comes right back, puts the mid-range in the basket, gets the lead.
So Alyssa and Luka having a little battle so far early in the game, and Luka straight to the bucket on the straight line, and KJ looks like he hurt his ankle. He's over on the far side in the corner.
And again, the problem that mostly occurs, there's no help side defense on time, so yeah, of course, Luka gets an easy basket under there. Pasha was a second look, not milliseconds, so that's an easy basket for Olimpi.
So Miller's going to go to the bench. Cortland Martin's going to come in for the first time. Martin, the rookie out of Indiana South Bend.
He had a great game last night. Not last night, the previous game, of course.
Albert Tachavosyan missed a three, and Aston Morton's got another offensive rebound. That's his third of the game. He drives baseline, he gets it to Tachavosyan, and he missed it to put in, but he's fouled. So Albert Tachavosyan will go to the line to shoot two.
And look at the ability of Albert avoiding 3 defensive players under the basket, while again there's a sub on Olympia. Luka goes out, and
it's going to be, oh God, you're going to have to help me with this name. Saba, how do you say that last name?
Saba Narimanidze.
There's no way that's it.
Just try it, Narimanidze.
I'm going to stick to Albert Tachavosyan. That's what I'm going to stick to on my pronunciation. So Albert knocks down the free throw. He ties the game at 10. And we got 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Aston Martin is guarding Caucasus. Caucasus scoreless so far here in the first. He was the star yesterday in the second half. He finds Vlad, he can shoot it. It's bang, it's in. I told Alessa and Mekanwachi in the pregame, Vlad is their shooter along with Caucasus, and Vlad just proved me right on that one. So Tadavosyan is going to throw it down to Alyssa. Alyssa's got Saba on him. Alyssa's going to attack, spin move, put it up, and drops it in.
And again, Saba playing great defense, but Alyssa better on offense.
Alyssa,
while the 2 big guys had a little laugh about it.
Alyssa showing why he was the all-star starter last year for Team Damien. Linton with the backdoor cut on Pasha. He finds Saba, and he got it taken away from him. Here comes Tachavosyan. And it's going to be a block on number 13, Georgie. That's another one that I'm just going to say Georgie.
Yeah, and the difference of the 2 Georgian teams is that this team has a lot more experience, while Delta had a young squad. They were running a lot, they were changing a lot, but this team has a lot more experience. They know how to do it. For example, this foul that was committed by Georgi was a really smart foul, was not an unsportsmanlike foul, but stopped the transition offense. And that was the 4th team foul of the Olimpi. Let's see.
And that looks like it's going to be a foul on Saba.
And look at that, in 7 minutes of playing time, Vahakni haven't committed for a single foul.
And Olympi's already in the bonus.
Yeah.
So for the final 3 minutes, Olimpi will be in the bonus. Last night, we were talking about the pressure defense of Olimpi, and number 13, Georgie. He put a lot of pressure last night on Troy Jones.
Yeah.
Jones had such a good first game against the Mad Foxes, and they came out with a game plan of trapping him on the initial ball screen. And his defense really put a lot of pressure on BCDC last night. So let's see how they do tonight with Vahagni City. as Nowachi puts in both free throws. So Alyssa's got 7 early points here in the first quarter. Probably the best performance we've seen from him so far with Vahakni City. Linton with a ball fake, he's going to get to the lane. And great defense
again by Nowachi.
And another good defense. Nowachi with the rebound, he gets it out to Pasha. Pasha is going to find Martin, and Martin out to Nowachi, over to Morton. Morton's going to try to fight the mid-range. He puts it up, no good. And rebound goes to Saba. Drops it off to Caucasus. He's going to launch a 3. No good. Rebound goes to.
Look at that again. Alisa, after trying to steal the ball in the opponent's half court, somehow made it back, got the rebound. And now Martin has the ball again, guarded by Georgi. Closely goes all the way, but now for call.
Great defense.
Yeah. And Caucasus has Linton in the
Vlad.
corner, but finds Vlad
and that
bangs it in.
That should have been a block.
Yeah.
But Vlad was able to put it back in.
We couldn't see from here. Maybe the defender was inside the semicircle.
Maybe.
Yep.
So Nowachi's got it over to Morton. He's guarded by Caucasus. Morton still waiting. He gets a screen from Pasha. And now he's got Linton.
7 seconds on the shot clock. Alisa.
Nowachi shoots a 2. No good. Now.
What a play by
Martin.
Got the offensive ball.
Now, I'm a little unsure. Maybe, Albert, you can help me with this, me being an American. But the way that Saba was guarding Alyssa Nowachi in the international game, that's called a lot as an unsportsmanlike play.
It's not an unsportsmanlike play. That's a tactical foul.
Okay.
But if that's an intention, like he hit it for a second, and then after Alisa shook his head, he took away his hand. But if he did that for a long time, the referees would have told him that the next time if you do this, you will get a tactical. And first one is a verbal warning. That's what I'm going to say. And the second one is a technical already.
Understood. I appreciate the explanation on that one for the international rules for the Americans back home.
Yeah.
So Linton misses the first free throw. Olimpi leads by 1 as he'll try to advance it to a 2-point game. With 1:22 left, Nowachi went to the bench. KJ Miller come back in. So
and this was the first personal foul for Vahakni City in 8 minutes and 30 seconds of playing time, which is really surprising in a close game.
For sure. Albert's got it. He's going to attack the basket. He's going to try to kick it out to Pasha, who knocked down the 3, but a foul was called on the floor. So Tata Bosyan will go to the line to shoot 2.
And I don't think the smart play by Tadeusz is intentional, but it was smart, because if he went up for a shot, that would have been 2 free throws for him. I'm not sure he knew that the Olimpi had a bonus. That's why he passed it, because anyway he was gonna go to the line. But yeah, it was smart play. So for 2 from 2 from Albert, 2-point lead for Vahakni City. And
Cortland Martin! He got a steal in the backcourt and put it up and in. Cortland Martin with the defense.
And this was really close to being an and one. The referees were silent though. Again, Martin getting the pressure.
Great defense from Martin. He's giving back to Olimpi what they were doing all last night. Linton goes one-on-one with Aston Martin, and he put it in. Great move by Linton over Aston.
Vahakni City need Alisa Mecca and Nowachi back on court as soon as possible. But he needs some time to rest. That's
Here he comes.
Benson.
You must be psychic.
Yeah.
Aston's got the ball. He's on the logo. Throws it out to KJ. Georgie overran him. Pasha is going to launch the 3. Good! Pasha! Previous from Moscow. 23-18, Vahakni City. So Cortland Martin's pressuring number 14. He's kicking it. Andrea.
And Vlad has the ball.
Vlad wide open. There it is. No good. Rebound Martin. Here he comes. He's down in transition. He puts up the 3. It's no good. 23-18, Vahakni City. We'll be back in a minute. So we're about to come back here for the second quarter with Vahakni City leading Olimpi 23-18. It looks like we're going to have Alyssa Nemeko Nwachi along with KJ Miller, Pasha, Albert Tachovosyan, and Aston Morton. For Olimpi, we're going to have Vlad, Andrea, and Tachovosyan with the steal. He gets ahead to Morton, who tries to get to Albert. No good. And Nwachi tries to put it down, but he missed opportunity on the steal to start the quarter.
This was going to be a big momentum for Vahakni City, stealing the ball from an out-of-bounds play. And Andrea goes all the way.
And Nwachi blocked it. Here he comes. He gets ahead to Morton. Morton all the way with the left hand. He puts it up and in. Aston Morton off the block from Nwachi. And this is definitely the best game that we've seen from Alyssa this year.
And what a game we're watching it right now. Andrea has Linton, who has a mismatch in Pasha.
He gets it down to Albert. Albert's got Luca. He gets caught on the basket. He travels.
Look at the bench of Vahakni City, energized, trying to help the team on the court.
This is definitely the best that we've seen from Vahakni City as well.
Definitely.
You know, they might have won against the Supersonics the other day, but they didn't have this type of energy and this type of focus coming into the first part of the game.
Yep.
So Miller's got it at the top of the logo. He's going to find Pasha. Pasha gets it to Albert. Albert guarded by Luca. He's looking to put the moves on him. He's going to get in the lane and picks up a foul on the floor.
And again, an
early
foul in the quarter, while the captain Luca has the second personal fouls now, with only 9 minutes left to the, only 1 minute past the second quarter. And Aston, who had a problem with the foul during the first game, doesn't have a single foul now, so that's a good sign for the team too. And Alyssa tries to backside Linton.
Any miscommunication between Pasha and Alyssa on that one.
Yeah.
And the ball trickles out of bounds. So there's 8:48 left here in the second quarter with a 7-point Vahakni City lead.
Georgi leaves the ball to Luca.
New Luca or Little Luca? Little or?
Little.
I think I'm going to go with new.
New Luca, okay.
New Luca. And Linton's going to attack the basket. He's going to get it in. Easy 2 for Linton.
But again, yes, he did get an easy layup, but Alyssa was on him, trying to fill the ball. Look at that.
And the defense from Georgie that we were talking about from last night, he pressures KJ Miller, forces the turnover.
So it worked out this time. So KJ hates when something like this happens. He hates it. So, I don't know. Olimpi, be safe. KJ's mad.
So Lynn's going to hand it off to Caucasus. He's going to shoot the 3. It's good. And here comes Olimpi. You know, that was Caucasus' first bucket of the game. You knew he wasn't going to stay quiet for long.
And Albert putting the moves, but bad pass to Linton.
And Albert almost got it back, but it trickles out to New Luca, who gets it to Linton. Linton's going to attack the basket. He's going to put it up and in. And now it's a tie game, 25-25 on the quick 7-0 run from Olimpi. KJ's got it in the mid-range. He's going to look for Alyssa. Is not going to be there. He's going to try to get a ball screen. No, Albert for 3. In and out. And the rebound goes to Luca. Luca to Georgie. Georgie's going to attack the basket on Aston, and he took it from him.
What a great defense, Aston. Puts his feet
Aston
on gas.
to transition. Aston to the rim, puts it up, no good.
And this was a 1-on-5 transition by Aston, which wasn't necessary though. Could have just waited for his teammates.
Those are the type of things that we've been talking about the last few days with the offensive structure of these Georgian Super League teams compared to the structure of the Armenian teams. Sometimes they get into a lot of isolation and quick attacking instead of pulling it out, looking for a better shot and a higher percentage shot. And the law of averages tend to come true, where more higher percentage shots ends up in wins.
And now Linton got 9 points after the last 6 he made.
And Alyssa's going to go to the line to shoot 2 on the foul from, who'd that go on?
On Luca,
New Luca, number 7.
And Linton, after scoring 6 straight points, will go to the bench. Vlad is back. So that's 27-25 point, 2-point lead for BC Olimpi with Alyssa on the line trying to make it a tie game.
And the first shot for Alyssa is up and good. He's now got 8 points. So with this free throw, he can tie the game. Coach Vartan's barking out orders at Aston Morton for the defensive end. You know, so far, for the most part, Vahakni City has been pretty good on defense. Just has to stop the easy buckets and the easy dump downs off the ball screens from Olimpi. So Georgie's got it. He's looking for Vlad. Says no, little Luca gives it to big Luca. Back to little Luca. Screen from big Luca. A lot of Luca's going on. And Luca's going to throw it to Vlad. Vlad's going to launch a three. No good. Rebound, Alyssa. And he gets it to KJ. KJ's going to bring it up. And another trickle out of bounds.
Olympia playing amazing defense, helping each other. We know that Georgie is playing defense on KJ, right? Well, after a second of Vahakni's possession, they switch and you cannot understand who is on whom. And KJ makes another mid-range shot, getting the 2-point lead back. So there's a zone from Vahakni City.
This is interesting. This is the first time that we've seen a zone from the Armenian team, and little Luca knocks down the three.
And this was on KJ. The spot on the middle was on him. He had to go there, but Aston saw he was not there. Tried to get to the offensive player, but was late.
Pasha ball fakes. He's going to attack the basket. He's going to put it up. No good. Rebound, Luca. Luca gets it ahead to little Luca. To Vlad, who's going to fire the three in the corner. It's no good. And there's Georgie, but he can't finish. Alyssa's got it. Here's Pasha. He's going to put up the three. It's good! Pasha! Three for 4 from 3 so far here in the first half for Pasha. 32-30, Vahakni City. Vlad gets it to Caucasus and he ball fakes. He gets in the mid-range for 2. No good. Rebound, Tata Bosyan. And he gets it to Miller. We're now at the halfway point of the second quarter.
And Vahakni City is kind of lucky now. The zone defense is
Miller puts it up. He gets fouled, and KJ Miller is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
And as I was saying, the zone defense is not technically working for them, but they're lucky enough that BC Olimpi is missing their long shots.
And that's 3 fouls on the captain, Big Luca, and he's going to have to go to the bench, it looks like. And a timeout will be called by, I believe, Olimpi.
Yep.
We'll be back in a minute. So KJ Miller
makes a free throw. It's 33-30 with 4 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the first half. And Linton, after getting some rest, is back. Second shot is good too.
So Miller now has 7. Vahakni City leads by 4. And little Luca is going to throw it into Linton, and Linton's going to attack. And a foul is going to be on Bagrat, who just checked in the game for Vahakni City.
And in such a physical game, Dustin, the fact that Vahakni City only fouled twice, and the second one was just now, is mesmerizing. It's such a physical game in his own defense.
And there's
And
the
there
third
you go,
foul.
just as I said.
And that's Georgie. So that's going to be the first foul on Nawachi. It will be the end one for Georgie. He's going to go to the line to shoot one. But now the team fouls are 3 for Vahakni City overall in the game. And Luca himself, Big Luca, has 3. And how many overall, Albert? It looks like 9.
It's 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah.
So Georgie puts up the free throw. It's no good. Nawachi with another rebound. He's got to be close to 10.
Yeah, he has to be. And Austin is guarded closely by Georgie, and look at his hands. Always tries to steal the ball. KJ's
KJ for
open.
3, no good.
Yep.
Rebound, Morton, he's going to put it back up and in. Aston Morton, that's what he did so well last year for Vahakni City on their way to the championship game. So we got the zone offense from Tbilisi that Nawachi.
Once again by Elisa.
Aston Morton comes up with it. And it's going to be a jump
And
ball.
it's a Vahakni ball. Great job, Austin. The whole bench is clapping for him.
Vlad is not a fan of these referees here in Armenia.
Yeah.
You can tell by every possession, he is not a happy person, you know, with the calls. And Hamlet, is the referee, is talking to the Tbilisi coach, explaining why the call wasn't made.
As Caucasus and Austin got in some contact too, but after a second they shook hands and saying that everything's fine. Martin leaves the ball to Bagrat. Elisa has it on top, and they're trying to free KJ up. There was not a good screen by Elisa, not the best pass either, but Martin is open.
Bang! Cortland Martin for 3. A 7-point Vahakni
And
City
this
run.
is the biggest lead of Vahakni City for the whole game.
And they're back in the zone. Cookhazen's going to be open. He gets into the paint. He finds Vlad. Great ball fake. And 3. I told you, he can really shoot it. A great ball fake. Freed himself from the defender, and he put it up and in. So 4-point lead for Vahakni City, and Lil Luca's got it. Back to Cookhazen for 3. No good. Rebound Miller. That could have been a backbreaker here in the second quarter.
Vahakni's very lucky after this.
And KJ loses it again. They throw it ahead to Luca. Luca's going to find Cookhazen, who's going to put it up. No good. And Linton's going to get it back and put it in. So 39-37, 3 minutes to go.
And we were talking about the big lead of Vahakni City. They blew it in just a second.
Yep. And now Martin's going to have it against Cookhazen, looking for a screen from Nawachi. He's going to get the pass deflected by Luca, little Luca.
Yeah, and you remember something like this happened in the beginning of the game with Cortland Martin stealing the ball from Andrea, and Luca got his friends back, so he did the same thing too. While there's a sub in Nika Imedaishvili comes in the game, and Georgi will go to take a rest.
KJ is going to get in the mid-range. He's going to miss, but Martin's going to come away with it. And Martin has got it on the logo. Nawachi's coming up to set a screen. They're going to trap him, and going to lose it. And now the ball's up ahead to Linton, and Linton's going to put it in for 2, and now it's a tie game, 39-39. 7-0 run for Olimpi. And we'll be back in a minute following the Vahakni City timeout. back here for the final 2 minutes and 25 seconds of the second quarter with a tie game between Vahakni City and Olimpi. And Nwisa Nwachi gets it to Morton. Martin's gonna find Morton in the corner. He's gonna put up the 2. It's no good. And rebound goes to Linton.
And again, Linton understands whoever is close to him and is very smart with catching the ball. Luka leaves it to Linton. What a good pass to Vlad.
The zone offense for the Georgians is much better than the defense of the 2-3 zone for Vahagni City.
And you can already see that during the timeout, the head coach of Olimpi told the guys the weak spots of the zone defense that Vahagni says, which they already used.
And now Olimpi's in the zone themselves. So now we got both teams in a 2-3 zone. Miller for 3, no good. Rebound goes to Vlad. So
2-point lead for Olimpi, minute and 30 seconds to go.
Another great pass. Another great pass from Vlad
here.
And now we have a 10-0 run for Olimpi here in the second quarter. Hopefully Vahagni City can stop the bleeding on this possession. They find Albert. Albert's gonna attack. He's gonna find Nwachi. Nwachi with one power dribble, it gets stripped. Comes up with Luka. Luka's gonna step into Vlad. Vlad's gonna put up the 3, no good. It's an air ball. And not a very good shot on that possession.
This was a scary shot though for Vahagni City, but they were lucky it didn't go in, and there's a timeout called.
By Olimpi, I believe.
Yeah, by Olimpi, I guess. And we'll be back in a minute.
So full court press coming for Olimpi. Looks like a diamond press. So Cortland Martin's gonna get it to Miller. Miller's gonna get it across the line. Miller's gonna attack. He's gonna put up the floater. He got it and one.
There you go, proves me wrong, which I really like, and gets the end one with the floater. That didn't go long for this one, and that's an opportunity to make it a 1-point game.
So Olimpi tried to go to the diamond press to start this, or right out of the timeout, and Vahagni City was prepared. They broke the press, and KJ got in the lane and got the bucket in the M1, and he'll complete the 3-point play the old-fashioned way, and it'll be 43-42 with under 45 to go here in the first half.
Luka.
Great play, and he's gonna get an and one for Luka. Little Luka's playing pretty big.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be the first foul on Martin.
And LeBron James would have said, new Luka, Old Town. I don't care, Cavs in 6. Yeah. Don't mind me. Okay, so
I like the Cleveland reference, being from Ohio, but
yeah, I remember.
So missed free throw, 45-42. Martin finds KJ, missed Albert in the corner. That could have been a big game-tying shot. So they're back in the 2-3 zone. Cortland Martin's got Albert. He's gonna put up the 3. No good. Rebound. Nwachi got it to Miller. And errant pass from Miller.
Yeah. I don't think KJ saw that Linton is under there. or else he wouldn't have passed
We
it
got
so
5
hard.
seconds left. Here comes little Luca. He gets it to Vlad. Vlad is going to have to put up the 3. No! He threw it underneath and time ran out. So we're going to go to halftime with Olimpi leading by 3.
And we're back for the third quarter of Vahakni City and BC Olimpi Tbilisi matchup. While Olimpi has a 3-point lead at the start of the second half. The leading scorer of the game is from Olimpi, Linton, who has 17 points, while Andros' first three-pointer won't go. KJ takes the ball after Albert Tadevosyan's rebound, and KJ is trying to shoot a three, but he has the space.
KJ gets
Goes
the lane,
all the
no
way,
good.
misses the layup. Rebound goes to Linton.
So Cookhaven missed the three on one end. Oh, Nowachi
What
got
a
the
great
steal.
defense.
Ball's up ahead to Miller, to Aston Martin, up and under on the other side. It's good. So 45-44. We saw Cuxhaven miss the three on this end for Olimpi, and he's only got 3 points tonight. A very, very strange game after seeing what he did last night with 28 points against BCDC.
And
Vladimir
Alyssa leaves a lot of space to Luka on three. Pass goes to Andrew Caucasus, and
There
then
it is.
they go.
There it is.
Whenever we start talking about anybody who doesn't shoot well today or doesn't score well, they just go into what we're saying the opposite. And Pasha is open on three, doesn't get the pass from Albert. Austin on mid-range, KJ kicks it.
They missed Albert on the three on the zone, but they find Pasha for three. It's
Bang!
good! Pasha's a firing shooter from Russia, 48-47.
And I'm sure that Vahakni City needs to try to find more of Pasha on the court, as he's not missing so much from the range. And Luka will try a three, and it's good. 51-47, 4-point lead. It's back
There's
for
a hot-
Olimpi.
Hot start to start the second half for both teams.
For both teams.
Nowachi almost lost it, but he got it to Miller. Miller's gonna put up the three, it's no good. And rebound goes to Linton.
And as Alyssa was the passer from the logo, of course that's a very easy rebound for Linton. Again, new Luka open, but leaves it to old Luka under the basket.
And he puts it up and in. What a great move by Luka. Very patient, and he rocked Alyssa to sleep. So Miller has the ball with a 6-point deficit to Olimpi, and the ball goes out to Tadevosyan, who Albert only has 3 points as well. So
and Olimpi changed their defense to man-to-man.
So out to Pasha. Pasha's got 12 points on 4
1
threes.
second on the shot clock. They need to shoot.
And
there's
they're going to call a foul.
On the last second.
And Vladimir can't believe it. As we were talking about in the first half, he's not a fan of these Armenian referees.
And the captain of BC Olimpi, old Luka, is arguing with the ref, but they found out what was going on there.
And Pasha's going to go to the line to shoot 2, and he misses the first one. Rare miss for Pasha. But he's been a great addition so far for Vahagni City on this season. You know, last year, Vahagni didn't have a lot on their bench, and they relied a lot on their starters.
I will be honest with you, I have to ask you something because I don't know it. Is Pasha playing as a foreigner for Vahagni?
He is.
He is,
So,
okay.
Well, technically not. So in this league, obviously you have the Legionnaires, which are the American players or foreign players, but Pasha, being from Russia, is considered an Eastern European player, which doesn't count as a Legionnaire, but it also doesn't count as a local. So when you have 4 Americans or 4 Legionnaire spots on the floor with 1 local, he does not count as the local. He counts as one of the Legionnaires.
I get it.
So the foul goes on number 25, Nowachi, and he's going to put Linton on the line to shoot 2. Linton so far with 13 points here early in the second half, and the first shot's up and good. You know, I was doing some research on Linton earlier today, and I saw that he was a Division II player from San Francisco State University, and he had great numbers, and with the COVID year, he transferred to Eastern Washington University, which is a Division I, and he had better numbers at the Division I school as a senior than he did at the Division II level. So he's progressively gotten better as he's aged, and now we're seeing him be a pretty big star for Olimpi.
So again, Olimpi is in zone defense. Aston gets the ball after Pasha's pass. He's open.
No good, and the ball goes to Luka. So 7-point Olimpi lead. They got Vlad in the corner. He can shoot it. Nope, and they give it down to Luka. Great defense by Martin. Comes up with KJ Miller. He tried to take a foul, but they didn't give it to him. Miller in the mid-range, no good. Miller got it back. Miller finds Nawashi, who's gonna put it up, no good. And 2 missed opportunities right there for Vahakni City.
And there was a 3-on-1 situation while KJ had a ball in his hands, decided to shoot the mid-range, came up short, and that's where everything ended on that possession. And Luka is posting up, but comes to the ball screen for new Luka. Vlad gets on 3.
Man, he can shoot it.
Yeah.
He can shoot it.
And
that's going to be a timeout
called by Vahakni City head coach Vardan. We'll be back in a minute. And we're back after the timeout of Vahakni City. There's a 10-point lead for Olimpi, which is a little scary for Vahakni City.
Man.
That's it.
That's a 3rd personal foul on an illegal screen from Nawachi. And that's going to be a tough blow for Vahagni.
Yep.
Alyssa's got to play smart now.
This happened in the first game against Mad Foxes. Alyssa had 3 fouls in the 3rd quarter.
And now Aston Moore's on Caucasus. Little Luka gets a screen from Big Luka. Nawashi's going to have to chase him. Great defense by KJ Miller. Got Linton in the corner for 3. Good, man. Olimpi's really come out strong here in the second half, and they've opened up a 13-point lead.
And again, as most of the games of this league, Dustin, the problem is not the opponent scoring. The problem is that, for example, right now, Vahakni City cannot connect with their shots. As Albert got lucky there, got a foul call, and will be on the line for 2.
So that's the 4th foul on the captain, Big Luka, or Old Luka, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
So Tatya Bosyan knocks down the first free throw, 61-49. And Georgie, the hard-nosed defender, is going to be coming into the game, and he's going to replace Luka. So I think this is 2 nights in a row that Luka got into foul trouble. I believe
that's right.
He had multiple foul trouble last night.
And I guess that whenever Vahagni's players see number 13 Georgi coming in the game, they are pretty much scared because he will be on them whenever they have the ball, all the time. And Linton is in the post against Alyssa. Yes, one more time. The hook, half hook works for Linton. And Cortland Martin will have the ball. Caucasus will be guarding him.
Aston finds Nawachi. Nawachi straight to the bucket. That's a good move by Alyssa Nemeka Nawachi. And Alyssa can get that at any time. You know, sometimes, you know, with the Supersonics last year, he'd be a little bit too much unselfish. And sometimes you need him to be selfish and attack the basket because there's not many people. And oh God, there's Vlad again. No, he misses it.
No, it looked like it was a miss from his follow-through.
Linton with a great fadeaway, no good. Rebound goes to Martin.
Link Nowitzki misses the fadeaway shot, while again Martin is going all the way.
He
Has
finds Albert for three.
This needs to be in.
There it
Bang!
is! Albert Tbilisi for three.
That's the important shot we were talking about.
I mean, that's the Albert that we're used to seeing nonstop here in the Armenian League. So we got Lil Luka with the ball guarded by Martin, and he gets multiple screens. He's going to look to take him off the dribble. He gets shut off. Vlad's got it. And Vladimir is, wow, a wild shot. Now here comes Aston Morton. He's in transition. He finds Albert for three. Oh, no good. But Cortland Martin got the rebound, and it's going to be a foul on, it looks like, Georgie. That would have been a big shot for Tbilisi.
Yeah. And this is Georgie's second foul.
But that's the type of offense that the Armenian teams need to have when they play these type of Georgian teams, you know? When they're going against each other, Armenian on Armenian, they play very similar. They play, you know, more loose. And with these teams in Georgia, you know, if you do that, they're going to capitalize on those mistakes.
Yep.
So here comes Martin. He's going to find Albert. He's open for three. It's up. Misses again. 63-55.
And most of the shots of Albert are short, so we will need to practice more on the long shooting part. Andrea has checked back in from the bench. New Luka is on the bench.
Great play by KJ.
KJ.
KJ should attack the basket. He had Aston Martin and he didn't see him. He didn't see Morton, but Albert Tbilisi was lucky that he was there, and they got fouled going for the offensive rebound. And I think they're going to talk to see if Albert was trying to tip that ball, and that could be a shooting foul. And no, they're going to call it on the floor. So Albert won't go to.
This could have been easy 2 points for Vahakni City. KJ didn't even see that they have the ball.
I didn't even see the ball go in. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the offense from the Armenian team. You'll never see that from a Georgian Super League team, or even probably the A-League team, Olimpi, that's going to be coming to the league in a few weeks. That's the type of basketball that needs to be improved for the Armenian teams to have a chance, because here we see ball movement into an open three, and all you got to do is hit open shots, and good players can do that. Now KJ gets in the lane, and Lynn with a great defense, and it's 66-55. Here comes Lynn on the cut, and he finishes it, and just like that, we're back to a 13-point lead.
And the problem of Vahakni City, and KJ to be more exact, that whenever he doesn't have a good game, he misses a couple of shots. He wants to prove himself, wants to score more, and no, that was not an offensive foul. This is just a regular personal foul, while Albert again will go to the line to shoot two because they have the bonus, and Olisa comes back in instead of KJ. This is a very good substitution by the coach Vardan. Doesn't matter if one is point guard and one is center position player, and Linton is on the bench too, so Olisa is going to have a lot of space under the basket of Olimpi.
And it looked like number 33 Luka came back in the game, and he's got 4 fouls.
Yeah.
So maybe Olisa can take advantage of those 4 personal fouls. He might be a little bit more lenient on contact and trying to avoid that 5th personal foul. So this might be an opportunity for Nawachi to really establish some dominance here in the final minutes of the 3rd quarter. So Pasha is going to be guarding, it looked like Nikia, or Andrea is number 14. Yeah. There goes Georgie. He's going to go to the bucket, and they're going to find Caucasus, who puts in the 3. And as I was telling earlier, this kid can really shoot it.
Yeah.
He can really shoot it.
In the second half, he went off. Now Andrew has 12 points with 3 3-pointers in the second half. Pasha.
Talking about people who can really shoot it. Pasha can really shoot it. And let's not hope this is not a double technical foul on Olisa and Georgie, because that could be the 4th foul on Nawachi. Luka and Nawachi have words. I didn't see what happened, did you?
No, I didn't, to be honest.
So it looks like nothing's going to happen. There's going to be no technical fouls.
Yep.
So Pasha's going to go to the line to shoot one, and he missed it.
And
So-
Andrea will have the ball. That's an 11-point lead for Olimpi with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Again, this is not the end of the world.
There's
Everything can
touch out
change.
And it's going to be a foul on Andrea, and it's going to be a loose ball foul, and Aston Morgan's going to go to the line to shoot two. Aston didn't even know if the foul was on him or not.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at that little foul board over there, I mean, there's only 6 personal fouls on the Vahakni City side, and there is
12, 15, 16, 17 fouls for Olimpi.
and 3 of the 6 belong to Alyssa Nemeko Nwachi.
Yeah. And we can be sure that we are watching the game. If I was told that this, for example, somebody called me and was like, hey, Albert, there's 17 fouls on Olimpi and there's only 6 fouls for Vahakni City in the third quarter, I would have thought that the referees are doing something wrong. But we're watching this game and we're seeing that nothing like that happened. Maybe a couple of mistakes were made, but not major ones.
And Vahakni City can't capitalize on the free throws. They've missed a lot of them so far, as Aston Morgan goes 1 for 2 from the line. And here comes that offense that we were talking about from the Georgians. They get Luka, he's money, and they're gonna call a travel on Luka on the block. They got the position that they wanted. They got their captain, and he just slid his pivot foot just a tad bit and drew the travel call. So now we're under a minute to go here in the third quarter,
And
10-point
of course,
lead.
it's time for Linton to come back in the game. He is at the commissioner's table waiting for a referee's call to get in the game. Martin.
One more to
Good pass,
Pasha, there it is! Short, Alyssa came up with a great spin move. Great move by Alyssa, and that's what we were talking about with establishing his dominance on the block.
And there's an 8-point differential between game clock and shot clock. 17 seconds for Olimpi to do something, after which Vahakni will still have time to shoot. Gorgi,
Hey!
great steal.
And here comes Albert. 15 seconds to go, 8-point lead for Olimpi. This is a big possession here to close this third quarter. Can they get it under 8?
They need
Coylan's
to cut
gotta
the lead
go.
down. 4 seconds.
Coylan's gonna
Martin.
attack. He's gonna put it up, no good.
That's it.
And we're gonna go to the fourth quarter with an 8-point Olimpi lead. And we're here for the final quarter of the game between.
And nobody understood what KJ was doing there.
What the? He dribbled into the corner and trapped himself on that turnover.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what that was. But Aston Morton's gonna get the lay-in. There you go, put it down. Aston Morton. He brings it back to an 8-point game.
And New Luca is closely guarded by KJ. Good defense.
Caucasus, he throws it down to Lynn. Lynn gives it to Luca, who puts up the little
What a great
floater.
screen by Georgia under the basket. This is very beautiful basketball.
So Morton's got it. Gets a screen from Nawachi. Pass from Morton. Alyssa missed the layup and he couldn't get it back. And here comes Caucasus with
And
the
the
ball.
ball was topped off Alyssa's hand by Luca.
That was an undeveloped shot by Linton. That's very rare that you see that in the offense of the Georgians. And here comes Morton.
Big baby, right?
Morton's got it. He's gonna look for Albert. Albert, ball fake, gets to the lane, finds Nawachi, and he dropped it out of bounds.
Oh,
Great.
Nawachi didn't catch it? I didn't see what happened there.
Nawachi dropped it out of bounds. Would have been an easy dunk for Vahakni City, but now the ball's back to Olimpi with a 10-point lead with 8:30 to go here in the fourth quarter.
And Luca is getting the ball from Andrea. Caucasus on his own three. Good pass.
And, oh, Luca missed it. So here's KJ. KJ finds Aston Morton, finds Albert, puts up the three. No. And the rebound is a foul. A foul on number 14, Andrea, and he gave him a little elbow.
Yeah. And I was saying that Albert is mostly missing his three-pointer short, but this one went long, and the ball didn't go into the basket. So after that, Olimpi got the rebound. KJ committed for a foul, which is his first of the game. KJ scored 10 points, 22. Pasha has 16 points for Vahakni City, and is the leader in points. And there's Andrea leaving the pass to Luca. This was an unexpected shot too. Yeah.
That's a couple unexpected shots in the fourth. Vahakni needs to take advantage. Aston's got it. And he's going to find KJ. KJ is going to get a ball screen. No, he's going to reject it. He's going to go to the rim. He's going to put it up. Can't finish. And Georgie comes away with the rebound. And Georgie's going to try to go all the way, but kicks it back out. And there's Caucasus. Caucasus.
Guarded by Austin. Leaves it to Andrea. He's waiting for a ball screen.
Oh, great pass. Great pass to Luca, and he lays it up with the left hand. 77-65. Pasha's almost thought about a three.
Yeah.
And now Miller's got it out on the right wing. Fires it to Nawachi. Nawachi to Aston. Aston's going to attack. He's going to score. And now it's back to a 10-point game. Vahakni needs stops. We're talking this morning about the Bayazet and Delta game. And Bayazet just could not get a stop to get it under 14 points. Now a 10-point game between Vahakni and Olimpi. They need to get stops. And there's Caucasus in the corner. Oh, in and out. But they couldn't get the offensive rebound. They couldn't get the rebound, blocked by Albert. Another offensive rebound, then a travel is going to be called on Andrea.
And Alyssa, whenever Alyssa goes to a three-point line to try to stop a shot, for example, from a three-point, there's a big possibility that the opponent is going to get an offensive rebound, as Pasha is tall, he can get a rebound, but he's not strong enough to compete with the guys under the basket. And KJ has the ball, leaves it to Lisa, gets it right back, gets a screen. He's open, but don't want to shoot.
And it's going to be a foul on Linton, and that's going to be his third, as he's got 24 points to lead all scores. And a sub, here comes Vladimir. He's going to replace Caucasus, and Cortland Martin is going to come in for Alyssa Nawachi. Ball's inbounded to Albert. He's got it on the line. He's looking to attack. He finds Morton. He gets it to Pasha. Ball fake, sidestep three. Good! Pasha! Now they need to get a stop, 77-70.
Finally, the lead is cut down to 1-digit points.
6 minutes to go. KJ pokes it away from Georgie. He gets it to Linton. Linton's gonna go one-on-one with Pasha. He puts it up, no good. They gotta get the rebound, and Linton comes up with it. He puts it up again, and he puts it in.
And this one goes in, and okay, Vahakni City played good defense under there, but it's a better offense when, I will repeat, Alisa is not there.
Pasha takes the quick three, didn't finish it. And Olimpi comes away with the rebound. This is a big possession here. They got to keep it at 9.
Yep.
Handoff from
Andrea
Luka.
gets it from Luka. Linton again goes to the paint. He has
Pasha
on him.
Deflected by Morton. Great defense by Aston. Here comes Cortland. He throws it ahead to Albert. Albert's going to attack. Albert's going to find KJ. KJ attacks. KJ gets it out to Morton. Fires the three. No good. Rebound Luka. Cortland Martin couldn't knock it down.
So 5 minutes left to the end of the game, and
they're going to call a foul on Cortland Martin, but he's not in foul trouble. Team's not in foul trouble. So.
And as I was saying the other day, it's better to have 2 or 3 fouls in the fourth quarter than none or one.
Yes. Especially when you get down the stretch and you need to potentially foul, to play the foul game and try to save possessions.
And during this game, we've seen a lot of 6-0, 7-0 point runs. So again, anything is possible to this game. But there's an end one for Luka.
Luka is so crafty down there on the block. You get it down there to him. He's going to take his time. He's going to find a shot. And most of the time, he's going to put it in, from 2 feet from the basket, especially with a smaller defender on him in Aston Morton.
And this was the 14th point of Luka.
Oh, my Lord.
Look at that.
And those are the type of mistakes you can't make. An offensive rebound by a guard at the free throw line. And Aston's going to attack, and he's going to get fouled, and that's going to be
Andrea's 4th personal foul. If it is called on Andrea, of course.
And Milwaukee is going to come in for Martin.
Yeah, the team needs Alisa on the court at all times. Well, the only big problem is of Vahakni City is that whenever Alisa goes to the bench, there is nobody on the floor that can play as well as Alisa under the basket.
KJ gets it to Morton. Morton's going to attack. He finds Albert for 3. Good! Albert Tati-Bosyan for 3. And now it's a 10-point game. They have to string stops together. If they don't... Oh, KJ almost got it. KJ almost got it, but it's going to go out of bounds. Back to Olimpi with 15 on the shot clock.
And Andrea has it on top of the key. Linton gets it. Alisa got away with a call,
and that's going to be the 4th. It's going to be the 4th foul on Alyssa Nwachi, and Linton is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
And Linton puts the first one in, so it's an 11-point game. And it takes a lot of time. Second one is good too. 12-point lead. KJ is the point guard for this possession. Andrea is on him. Pasha already came for the ball stream. There's a switch.
KJ is going to attack. He's going to find Nwachi. Morton for 3. Good! Aston Morton for 3. And now they got it under 10, but they have to get stops. They have to get stops to get back in this game.
And whenever the lead is down to single digits,
KJ got it! KJ got it! He's in transition. He puts it up and in. And a timeout from Olimpi. And now, the owner of Vahakni City, Sean, going crazy on the sidelines, and we're going to go to a timeout with a 7-point.
Buddha blesses me. act like that is not even touching here. As soon as Mola receives the ball. But we have to say too much things. If this guy down here, watch this take out take out guys. We need to finish this like one to offense and defensive stuff and that's it. Enjoy some Olimpi! Alright.
So we're back for the final 3:30 of the game. 85-78. Vahakni City trails by 7. Vladimir's got the ball. He's looking for Cookshaven. He kind of fell. Oh, Alyssa almost got it. And it goes to the corner to Georgie. Puts it up, no good. Oh, it bounced in.
And
oh,
look at that lucky
gosh.
bounce after Georgie's shot.
Wow.
Back to a 10-point game, and KJ has it. Goes all the way.
Now,
The shot was blocked, but
he's going to get fouled and go to the line. But that last possession on the bounce in from Georgie in the 3, that's another rule from America that is not recognized. But once that ball hit the rim, Alyssa Nemekinachi could have knocked it off.
Yeah.
But in America, we don't have that rule. It's always called the goaltending. But once it hits the rim in the international game, it can be knocked off the rim.
If it's not on the cylinder at the rim, will be more exact. Yeah.
KJ missed the first one. He's got 12 points in the game. There's 3:06 left. It's a 10-point game for Olimpi.
Second one is good.
So 9-point game, 3 minutes to go. There's still a lot of time left, a lot of possessions. Albert almost got called for a foul on that one, and that would have put Vlad on the line. So Vlad's got it, tries to throw it to Luka. Luka finds Georgie. Georgie attacks. No, and rebound Aston. Here they come. Aston, oh, that could have been an unsportsmanlike.
I think this is an unsportsmanlike foul, and I guess the referees will have to talk about it. Let's see.
They're going to talk about if it stopped the fast break.
No, they just call a regular foul. Which puts Olimpi into bonus. That was their 4th team foul, and there's a 9-point lead. Vahakni City needs to score on this possession. 10 points on the shot clock. KJ going on Luka.
Hey,
makes
put
the
it
floater.
in. 88-81. They need stops. 2:30 left. There's at least 6 or 7 possessions left in this game. Oh, great pass by Cookshaven. And it's a good foul by Albert Tachovosian, but that was a great pass from Cookshaven.
And Vahakni is kind of lucky that Luka is not the best shooter of the team, but look at him go make 2 after what I said.
So the captain of the team, he's had 4 fouls for a while now.
There's one.
First shot's up and good for Luka.
And the second one, of course.
Also good.
Course.
So we have a 9-point lead for Olimpi. Here comes Miller. They don't have a lot of time to stall here. They got to be in attack mode. Miller's going to. He's going to do a circle. He finds Pasha down to Alyssa. Alyssa to Albert for 3. It bounced around and it goes over the backboard.
Is not lucky enough to have the same shot as Georgie did. And Vahakni City calling out the timeout. We'll be back in a minute.
1 on 5. Swing, step down, straight. Okay, just do it from the other side. Right. Let's go, son!
And we're back, and the only player with more than 20 points is Linton from BC Olimpi Tbilisi, who has 28. Georgie's with the ball, guarded by KJ, and Caucasus is guarded by Austin. He's faded.
No good.
Go.
Here comes Albert. He hands it to Morton. He gets it ahead to KJ. KJ is going to step up for three. It bounces around. No. Pasha tries to save it. KJ gets it. KJ. Pasha's going to step back for three. No good. Nawashi got it. Nawashi finds KJ. He puts it up and in.
Minute and 29 seconds to go. Caucasus has it. That's a 7-point game. Again, everything is possible. Just a couple of shots, and all of a sudden, it's a tie game.
Caucasus, and he's got it. He's going to attack Nawashi. He's going to dribble back out. He's running the clock. He's a smart player.
Yeah.
They're going to run as much time off this clock as possible. He's going to attack. Morton blocks it. Miller up ahead to Nawashi. He finds Albert. He's going to step into it. Oh, he can't. Lost the handle of it. Here comes Nawashi. He's going to attack. He's going to put it up
gets
in.
Another 2 points.
90-85. And a timeout,
timeout by Olimpi. We'll be back in a minute. .56 seconds. Olympia has only 5 points. They are playing from the half court, and Vlad is guarded by Austin.
Hey, Nawashi blocked it. Here they come. KJ's got it. He's going to attack. KJ puts it up. He's fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot two. Great defense from Mecca Nawashi.
Besides playing great defense, Elisa has
and that's the
15 points.
That's the fifth foul on Georgie. That's a big, big hit because he's been one of the best defensive players for Olimpi.
And let's not forget that Elisa is playing this kind of defense with 4 personal fouls.
Oh, and KJ missed the first free throw.
So 40 seconds.
It's going to remain a 2-possession game. KJ's shot, he missed them both. Albert almost got the rebound. And here comes Lynn. He's going to go all the way to the basket. Nawashi,
and again, Elisa plays amazing defense. Austin has the ball. Albert is open. And
Pasha for three. No good. Albert tried to save it, but he couldn't. Came up with Austin. He puts it up and in. It's a 3-point game. It's a 3-point game and a timeout for Vahakni City.
No, the timeout cannot be called as Vahakni City doesn't have the possession. And look at what Coach Vardan did there. He knows that he cannot call a timeout, but he messes up everyone. And look at that.
Oh my God! Oh my gosh! Are they going to call a foul on Tati Vosgan? They are. Wow, what a call. And they're going to go, Vladimir is going to go shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what's the worst part of it? Is that the time didn't even start yet. And if there was a foul before the ball hit Vlad's hand, it has to be an unsportsmanlike foul. That's the official rules. But that's what I guess the head coach and referee are discussing. But everything's fine. No, it's just a regular personal foul for Vlad to shoot 2 from the line.
Wow, that was a big call because Albert had the ball, and he's the best, one of the best three-point shooters in all of Armenia. Vlad misses the first one. Vlad misses the first shot. So this is a big free throw. Vahakni City has to block out on a miss, and he made it.
Okay, there's
so
a
now
timeout.
there's a timeout for Vahakni City.
We'll back in a minute.
We're back here for the final 16 seconds. It's a 4-point lead for Olimpi. Vahakni City with the ball. And it's going to be inbounded to KJ, who gets it to Albert. Albert ball fake, sidestep 3. It's good! It's good! For Albert Tavdivosgani, it's a 3. And it's a 1-point game. After the foul, coming up after the timeout, Vahakni City will have a chance to tie. We'll be back in a minute. Back, 11 seconds left. Nawachi trying to be the big guy. Nawachi throwing into Cuxhaven. You got a foul, you got a foul. And there it is. The foul's going to be on Cortland Martin.
I was scared for a second. I thought that Cortland was not going to foul.
And that's going to be the third. So Caucasus, the star from last night, is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
And Coach Vardan doesn't have a timeout. That's why he's called the players to him.
Made the first one. Nowachi's got to hurry up and get in there before they throw the ball in.
Yeah.
So here we go.
The second and really important shot by Andrew.
He got it. 8 seconds left, 3-point game. Here comes Miller. He's going to get a screen.
5
Gets it out now,
seconds.
but he puts up a three. In and out. In and out.
Now, that's it. Yes, that's it. There's literally milliseconds on the game clock. And Linton, the high scorer of the game with 28 points, is going to the line to shoot 2. And even if he misses the shots,
there's no timeouts. There's no way for Vahakni
I mean,
City.
2 seconds. What if it's a miracle?
Do you believe in miracles?
Yes.
There you go.
I believe in rainbows.
Oh, do you?
No,
that's it.
That's it.
So Linton knocks down the free throw.
What if they get a rebound, they shoot from here, there's a foul, the shot goes in and there's a foul?
We saw that the other day, and the ref's not going to call that.
Yeah, they didn't call it.
And that's going to do it. Ball's inbound at 95-90. Olimpi is going to win.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll be back.
Great game, Olimpi.
Well, I won't be back. I'm on my way back to America. But Albert will be back on Monday for the next round of games between the Georgian Super League and the Armenian teams here in the TBO.